Welcome back to the Good Enough Parent Podcast, where we talk about real life parenting challenges and embrace the idea that good enough is often just right. I'm Michele, your host, and today we're tackling a topic so many parents wrestle with: screen time. With screens becoming such an integral part of our lives, how much is too much? Is it really hurting our children's development? Or are we just being too hard on ourselves? Before we jump in, I just want to remind you of one of my favorite sayings. You know it, kids don't have adult brains. Say it with me. Kids don't have adult brains. They are still growing, learning, and developing. And that means we need to meet them where they are. Connection is key, and that also means making sure our kids feel seen, heard, accepted, valued, and understood, especially when it comes to how they interact with technology. Screens are everywhere: phones, tablets, computers, TV, you name it. Whether it's for school, fun, or just a way to unwind, our kids are spending more time than ever in front of their screens. But what does this mean for their development and their well being, and even their mental health? Now, if you're like most parents, you're probably asking yourself, am I doing enough to manage screen time? Recent studies, including one titled The Effects of Excessive Screen Time on Child Development, gives us a clear picture of the impact that too much screen time can have. And it turns out that screen time can actually be both beneficial and harmful depending on how it's used and how much time is spent. So let's talk about screen time. On one hand, screens can be fantastic tools for learning, whether it's educational apps, games that challenge the cognitive skills, or even those YouTube videos that break down complex topics in a fun way. There's a lot of good out there, but like most things in life, it's about balance. Okay, I probably know you just rolled your eyes when I said balance, but just stay with me for a minute. Here's the thing: too much screen time can have some serious consequences, especially for our kids' brains. It affects their ability to focus and can lead to poor performance in school. I mean, multitasking between screens and other activities might seem like a great idea, but study shows it actually hurts executive functioning. Another area that really stands out for me is how screen time affects language development. It reduces the quality and the quantity of the interactions between kids and their caregivers. That's you, parents. It's a big deal. That's why I always say, y'all know, connection is the main thing. If our kids are glued to screens, they are not getting the connection they need to feel loved and understood. So let's talk about the emotional side of things. Excessive screen time has actually been linked to issues like anxiety, depression, and even sleep disturbances. It can also interfere with our kids' ability to understand emotions, their emotions and others. And we all want our kids to grow up to be kind, empathetic, and loving, right? So as much as screens can help with learning, we need to be mindful they are also impacting our kids emotionally. So what can we do about it? Well, I've always had to say this: balance is key. Yes, I said balance again. I want to offer you a perspective shift. Instead of focusing on how much screen time, let's focus on what screen time is giving your family and how you can be intentional about it. So, there are 3 guiding questions that I want you to think about for screen time. I encourage you to reflect on these 3 key questions when thinking about screen time. So, question number 1: what is the purpose of the screen time? Is it for education? Is it for connection? Or is it just filling time? Understanding why the screen is on can help us assess if it's serving as a helpful purpose or if it's a mindless habit. Second, how does it make your child feel? Pay attention to how your child responds to screen time emotionally and physically. Are they refreshed or restless? Are they more engaged or more withdrawn after using their devices? Number 3, what impact does screen time have on my family connection? Is screen time enhancing family relationships by creating shared experiences or making communication easier? Or is it causing distance and isolation? These three questions can give you clarity when setting boundaries around screen time. Okay, so set boundaries. You have to set boundaries around this time. Maybe one of the boundaries is no screens during meals or around bedtime. There is structure that comes in handy. And if you want anything like me, a little structure goes a long way. My kids know you can have those phones on if we out for dinner or having dinner, but as soon as the food is there, put them away. Co-viewing is another great strategy. Sit down with your children and watch something together. Ask questions, make it interactive. This way, you are actually building connection and making screen time an opportunity to bond. Then you got to lead by example. We as parents need to be mindful of our own screen habits. If our kids see us glued to our phones, our laptops, they're going to think that's normal. So let's model healthy habits for them. You can also offer alternatives. Encourage your kids to engage in other activities that promote cognitive, social, and emotional development. Get outside, do something active together. So I love aqua aerobics. I also love hand dancing, which is fun partner dance. Find something that works for you and your family. Remember, the goal here is not to eliminate screen time completely. I'm not here to tell you to throw out the tablets and ban video games forever. What I want you to do is create, here it is again, a balance. Say it with me, a balance that feels good for your family. One that reflects your values and helps your children grow up in a healthy, well-rounded way. So is there a perfect solution when it comes to managing screen time? The truth is no, but there is a balance. And that balance is going to look different for every family. What matters most is that you approach screen time with awareness, you set boundaries for what works for your family, and you model healthy digital habits yourself. Find what is good enough for your house. So that's our episode today, finding the right balance for your family screen time. And in our next episode, join me because I have a screen time expert who is going to talk to us about online safety and protecting our kids from predators, how to handle inappropriate content online. Thanks for joining me on Good Enough Parenting. Remember, it's all about connection. Your kids need to feel seen, heard, accepted, valued, and understood. Until next time, keep loving deeply, keep learning, and keep showing up for you. Remember, good enough is often exactly what your family needs. I'll see you in the next episode.